Welcome to a cabin tour of 15302, an adapted standard balcony on Iona. As you can see, this cabin has been done on a Christmas cruise, and there may or may not be a couple of elves behaving badly in the cabin. So we'll see what antics they've got up to. Anyway, first thing I'd like to say is on the outside of the cabin, I am very, very pleased to report that P&O have listened. Well, maybe not to me directly, but to me and other people, hopefully. When I was on Britannia a couple of years ago, I made the comment that trying to get into an adapted cabin with a wheelchair or mobility scooter is very difficult when you have to open a heavy cabin door. I am very pleased to say that P&O have listened, because now with your cruise card, and if you tap, et voila. Well done, P&O, you got it right, 10 out of 10. That is so fantastic, because it makes it so much easier to get into a cabin with a wheelchair without having to open the door. Now, as you can see, we're already in the middle of the cruise, and my cabin's not 100% tidy, but there we are. So, what I'd now like to show you is the fact that the cabins are slightly smaller than on Britannia and on Ventura. Not hugely smaller, it's easy to get around, but they are slightly smaller. Now, this is my wheelchair. It's a Rascal P327XL wheelchair. So if you want to look it up, you know what model it is. So you can compare the size to your own wheelchair. Now, as you can see, to get round the bed, absolutely manage it, no problem. But there's not much space. I just wanted to leave it parked there, because I can walk, but not long distances. So I wanted to show people just how much room there is. That's why my boots are down there for you, to show you a scale of how big they are. Oh, and those are size 8 boots, by the way. Now, the bit over here, this side, is just a complete boxed in area. They could have, well, there might be pipes and things for hiding, so I'm not going to say they couldn't do this. They could have done this, but if that's just dead space, they could have put, I don't know, some shelves maybe, or some drawers. But there we are, I'm not complaining. Now, one fantastic thing is either side of the bed, not only do you have a nice little reading light, but you also have, I don't know if you see my cable hanging down there, you have a USB charging point in the bottom of every single bedside light. Either side of the bed, there is a 3-pin UK plug socket. Fantastic for any disability equipment you may have. I personally have a Cpap machine. No longer do I have to pick an extension cable and get it checked, because they've got plug sockets by the bed at last. Hooray! So there we go. And there's one either side of the bed. So now I'm going to show you the bathroom. You might think I'd go like this and open the door. Not on Iona. 10 out of 10 again, P&O. You've got it right. Almost. So here under the TV is the door opener for the bathroom. And I press that, et voila. Now, there is enough room to get the wheelchair in. I've tested it, but I'm not going to do that for the purposes of this video, because I want to talk about something else that they've got slightly wrong, but we'll come to that in a second. First of all, the shower. Brilliant. It's a really nice shower, although the pressure's not fantastic, but that's probably just because it's on a ship. But the shower itself is very nice and very spacious. No flooding at all of the bedroom, sorry. Really nice. And it's a nice size bathroom. Plenty of room to turn a wheelchair around. Plenty of room to have a bath wheelchair if you need it, a bathroom wheelchair if you need it. Now, something I'd like to show you, which I've not actually used myself, but is there. This sink is an adaptive height one. I'm not going to fiddle with it because I've not worked out how to do it, so I'm not going to. but you can adapt the height. And it's shaped nicely so that if you're in a wheelchair and you want to be able to be using the sink sat down, you can. Brilliant. So there we go. The bathroom itself is really positive, but there is a design flaw in here, which I've already pointed out to P&O, and I expect other people have. Because I came on board knowing about the problem, because I'd seen it on YouTube before, and I wanted to try it out for myself. I wanted to know if the problem I'd seen other people have was because they didn't know how to use the bathroom door properly, or they were making a mistake for some other reason, or if it really was a problem. Well, folks, it's definitely a problem. And I'm going to demonstrate for you right now. I'm going to take a towel and pretend I'm about to have a shower. And I'm going to pop the towel up on this towel rail. Now what you see here, this here is the door sensor. Now because it's already closed completely, it's not doing anything. But now then, I've had a shower, I've put the towel back on the rail, different rail from where it was above the loo, and I'm going to leave the bathroom. So I press the door opener, absolutely fine. So now then, I've gone to my bed, I'm sat in bed and I'm relaxing. And this is probably where it's not going to do it, just to wind me up. So you're sat there in bed, or you've just got to bed and you want to relax. Bathroom door closes. No, it doesn't. It opens again. Oh, don't worry, it's just the door swinging. It'll close again in a second. So you still stay in bed, you're still relaxing. You're waiting for the door to close, and you're waiting and relaxing, and there goes the bathroom door, it closes, thank you very much. No, it doesn't close. What's the problem? So at this point, other people have been going, why is the door not closing? The door must be broken. Something's wrong with the electrics. Something's wrong with the maintenance. We must have a problem. We must force it shut, things like that. No. The reason is the design of the towel rail location. Having a towel anywhere on those two towel rails stops the door from closing, because the sensor picks up the green light. There we go. Don't know if you saw that. I'll show you again now. I'll come a bit closer. The green sensor light comes on and it stops the door from closing. Show you again, a bit closer. As it closes, you'll see a green sensor light come on. There we go. And it stops the door from closing. And that also happens on the lower towel rail as well. So if I put that down there, wait for it to do its job. There we go. There we go. So it's either towel rail. It's not just if it's right up top. It's either towel rail. So if I now remove the towel, take the towel with me into the bedroom, as you can see, just wait for it to close. Et voila. It completely closes properly. So, word of warning, folks. I have shown this to P&O. I have told them about it. I hope they do something about it, because that's going to annoy a lot of people. It's going to wind people up. People aren't going to know what the problem is. So, don't use those two towel rail, folks. They're definitely going to cause for headaches. Anyway, moving on. These are bits that I've added myself, this hanging bag. But the thing about this cabin is very nice. They've got these here. These are solid, these are fixed. You've got two there and two up there. Great for hanging things on. So what I've done is on Amazon, less than a tenner. Whoops, and I've just dropped it on the floor. Less than a tenner, you can get little pockets, as I just had up there, but I'm not going to pick it up this minute. And then I picked up some magnets, like that, little hook magnets. Because the walls are all magnetic, you can hang things around your room, like Christmas decorations. If If anybody knows me, they know it's fabulous. So here we come. What have the Naughty Elves been up to? Ah, they've been very good this morning. They've decorated my bed for me. So as you can see here, we've got little Naughty. And there we've got the other little Naughty hiding behind the tinsel. And my lovely Iona bear. This is the new Iona bear, and I think it's very sweet. And then we've got my other two Christmas kids with me. So as I was saying, you can get all the way around the cabin on the wheelchair, no problem. There's a couple of other things which I'm going to do another video about. But here's my Cpap machine to show you. Here is the plug socket there. You've also got both sides of the bed, you've got emergency pull cords, which again, I think will come a bit closer, but I haven't actually pulled it. This, I believe, pulls out a little bit, and you can move that around. One word of warning, twice I've accidentally hit the emergency call button there. Trying to find the lights in the middle of the night. Now, there is a green and red button by the front door, or by the cabin door. So if you do accidentally press it, go to the cabin door and just press the green one, and then nobody will come running. And again, as you can see under there, you've got a USB charging point. And then here you've got a little button for the light, and a little night light, and a little side light. The one other thing that I really like that they've done on this is if you hit, I think it's this one, they've also done you a little night light in the cabin. I'll show it to you. Right down low, by the bathroom door, there's a little tiny night light. That's the switch, the third switch by the bed. Now, when all you want is a little night light to see the floor in the middle of the night, that's brilliant. So there we go. I'm not going to worry about showing you the wardrobes at the moment because they're full of my junk. But I'll show you the cabin, the balcony. So, balcony door is electric as well. Now, there's no buttons to press, but you open it by pulling the handle slightly. Don't force it, you just pull on it slightly like this. And it does it all for you. Now to go out onto the balcony. There's no little ramp on this one, which is fine for me. But if you had very small wheels, you might want to watch that little tiny gap there. But I don't think that should be a problem for most chairs, but just to watch out for it. You come out onto the balcony, which is very nice. You can fit the wheelchair out here. I think you might struggle with a mobility scooter for turning it round, but a wheelchair, no problem. And you've got two nice little chairs, not that I've used them. It's been too chilly, really, to sit out here. But this is the view from the balcony. This is 15 deck, remember? So there we go, all the way down to the promenade deck on deck 8. And you've got a couple of the infinity whirlpools down there. And then if you look the other way, we're on the indented side of the ship, part of the ship. And as you can see, you've got a lovely overhang. So even when it was drizzling the other day, we didn't get any wet, and didn't get wet at all. So you can see the cabins and the balconies next door either side. Yeah, it's very nice. It's very comfy. It's very cosy. I've not had any noise for the whole week. It's been lovely. We're in Le Havre this morning, by the way, if anybody's interested. And yeah, very calm waters this morning. Actually, it's not been too bad all week, but very calm this morning. There we go, just a couple of people walking on the promenade deck. There you go. Show you how high we are up. Right, so we go back into the cabin and we'll close the door. Again, it's very simple. Just literally pull down slightly on the handle. Oh, other way, that way. And it'll close for you. And you also do have a door locking system here. Not that I've worried about it because, well, there's nothing in the cabin to nick. I don't think anybody wants my dresses. But you can lock the cabin if you're really worried about it. So there we go. I will do a couple of other balcony cabin videos. Cabin videos. But this is all for this one. So thanks for watching.